Have you ever been told you have your mother's eyes? Or that your temperament is just like hers? Now imagine someone tells you that your mental health is also her legacy, an unavoidable fate written into your DNA. For centuries, this belief has gone unchallenged, fueled by cultural myths, outdated medical theories, and deep-rooted prejudice. Today, you're about to discover the truth behind one of the most harmful misconceptions about mental health: the idea that mental illnesses are inherited exclusively from the mother. In ancient times, especially within Greek medicine, women were seen as emotionally unstable by nature. Hippocrates spoke of the wandering womb as the cause of female mental disorders. During the Middle Ages, women were even accused of cursing their children with emotional turmoil. Later, in the 19th century, hysteria was diagnosed almost exclusively in women, reinforcing the notion that they were the carriers of psychological imbalance. Back then, medicine was dominated by men who noticed physical similarities between mothers and children and extended that simplistically to behavior and mental traits. In many societies, fathers played little role in upbringing. So, when a child developed a mental disorder, blame automatically fell on the mother, on her emotions, behavior, and even her presence. The discovery that mitochondrial DNA is inherited only from the mother seemed to support this idea initially. Some believed this was the genetic key to conditions like schizophrenia or bipolar disorder. But what science later clarified is that mitochondrial DNA accounts for a tiny fraction of our genetic information and does not determine mental illness risk. Today, we know that mental disorders are not inherited like eye color. There is no single gene that decides whether you will develop a condition. They are multifactorial. Imagine a jar gradually filling over time. From both your mother and father, you inherit genetic marbles. Some are risk factors, others are protective. Then life adds blue triangles. Difficult experiences, stress, trauma, poor sleep habits, nutrition, environmental influences. The jar only overflows when the combination becomes overwhelming. Society often chose to blame mothers because it was easier to single out one person than to accept the full complexity of the issue. Also, culturally, mothers were expected to be primary caregivers. If a child struggled emotionally, people assumed the source was whoever was closest. Not only is this unfair, it is scientifically wrong. Modern research in genetics, psychiatry, and neuroscience confirms that both parents contribute similarly to genetic predisposition, and that environmental factors play a key role. Variables like socioeconomic status, access to emotional support, education, and stress management can significantly influence risk. For a long time, the impact of emotionally distant, aggressive, or even addicted fathers was ignored. Science now recognizes that both parental bonds and early childhood experiences, as well as broader social conditions, are equally important in shaping mental health. We do not inherit a sentence. We inherit a predisposition. Genetics can guide, but not dictate our future. Knowing our family history is not an act of resignation. It is an act of empowerment. It helps us understand what fills our jar and gives us the tools to add protective rings, therapy, healthy lifestyle habits, exercise, good nutrition, stable relationships, stress management, and supportive environments. So the next time someone claims mental illness comes exclusively from the mother, you'll know that not only is that myth false, it's harmful. Because while focusing on blame, we ignore what truly matters: the power we all have, family, society, and you, to build mental well-being. If this made you rethink what you believed, show it now. Like this video if you value truth over myth, subscribe to keep exploring the mysteries of the mind, and comment: in your family, who was typically blamed for mental health issues? Your experience could help free others from guilt they never deserved.